On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. All right, guys, welcome back to another segment. Not the one we normally do it now. We are always here to give you guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. We have a lot on our table. We are here to talk about the new home JC, which some of you have seen the leak, and some of you have seen the video that is going on the internet. And also, we are here to talk about the transfer speculations, rumors, confirmed deal, and the ones that are yet to be confirmed. You understand? But before we go into this in details, please kindly like our video, share, subscribe. It will not take you anything. As you watch, you subscribe, follow the page, because it is only on All Blues TV we give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Yes, talking about the home JC. Dave, what's your take? Is it okay? Do you like the design? You guys can see the design on my screen.
Okay, but first of all, happy new month to every All Blues TV fan.
Yeah.
I wish this month is going to be a good month for all of us, for Chelsea and for all of us in general.
Okay.
Coming to the JC. I like the JC. It's just that, you understand, that natural blue. You know, Chelsea's always known for that blue, royal blue color.
Exactly.
They should not try to, remove it from the club JC, from the club colors. I like it. But the only thing I would say that they should improve on that JC is the badge. Last season, we had the badge that was colored.
Kind of good-like.
And it's the same thing we are seeing now in this new JC. So I think maybe they should try to improve it. They should just leave it at that blue. That's what we are known for. Not too much design. Not be waiting the real match for us.
All right.
Yeah, so, but it's a good one from the club anyways.
All right. Now, secondly, talking about the transfer. Lewis Hall to Newcastle has been done and it has been settled. For those of you that have been asking, do you really think releasing Lewis Hall to Newcastle hurts?
It hurts me personally. It hurts me personally because, one of the things I've always said is that, in fact, I've always rated Lewis Hall highly. You understand? Okay. I love the player. And considering the fact that getting left backs these days is kind of hard.
Exactly.
You understand? Unless we want to pick a left back, a surprise left back from our academy, you understand? Yeah. Because the only player I'm seeing there now is Mark Cucurella. Yeah. You understand? That's the only player I can pick out there that's in Chelsea that can play that left back very well. Because Chilwell, I don't think Chilwell is going to come back to the same person that we know.
Okay.
And we cannot bank on him. But we need competition at that left back.
Okay.
You understand? Unless you want somebody like I've seen instances where Levi Colwill played as a left back last season.
Yes, on that Pochettino.
So, but you can't say that is the way Enzo Maresca will use him.
Okay.
You understand? He's a centre back, and that is what he's known for.
Exactly.
You understand? So for me, I thought Chelsea were going to call him back and then use him. Even considering the fact that they've sold Ian Martin to Aston Villa, I felt like, okay, why not bring back Lewis Hall? Even Newcastle didn't even make...
It was the agreement.
Well, even Newcastle didn't even make use of him. If you check, most of the last season, they didn't really use him very well. And I know the talents that Lewis Hall has. He can create competition for that left back position. But
I don't really see him defensively. I see him more offensively. The left back.
That is why you cannot have, it's not all players that will possess all the qualities that you have. It's just few of the players that have everything about them. They are clinical, defensively they are good. So that is why you have 11 players in the team and you have a player that is supposed to do what he needs to do.
Exactly.
Normally a really concise striker is defending. But you can still have a striker that can cover up for you defensively. But it's rare.
It's true.
It's very rare.
It's true. Now, still on the transfer matter, I guess you have heard about this player from Leicester City because the speculation started sometime last week. KDH. We talked about it initially. We just glanced through between the both of us. But you have heard about the midfielder. And let me remind you guys, the medical has been done and been completed. It's for them to sign all documents and the player will be unveiled. What do you think of this KDH? Do you think KDH coming now, is it going to be a big competition for a player like Enzo Fernandez?
KDH coming to become our new KDB. But honestly, Chelsea signed a wonderful player, a marvelous player. I will have to assure you guys. I know a lot of people are skeptical about the player.
Okay.
You understand? We really need this guy. But bro, I've watched. Yes, I'll keep saying you don't use highlights to judge a player. You understand? But let's consider the fact that this guy just played for Enzo Maresca last season.
Yeah.
And Enzo Maresca will definitely know how to use him very well. And the most important thing is that I see a player that has passion to play football.
Okay.
I had to, because of yes, it's a new signing. I had to go back to watch some Leicester City games. I saw a player that was passionate about football, first of all. I saw a left-footed midfielder that it took us a long time before we could get another left-footed midfielder. A midfielder, I'm not talking about a winger or a defender. You understand? I don't know if you get where I'm going to.
Yeah, okay.
And most of these left-footed players are wonderful. They are good. They are very good. So for me, I think KDH is a very big addition, a wonderful addition to the Chelsea side.
Yeah, is a wonderful addition to the Chelsea side. But do you think signing a midfielder was really necessary this one?
Well, one thing about this whole midfield and transfer thing of a thing is that signing a midfielder depends on the type of midfielder you are signing. You understand?
Okay.
Watching this KDH, I know, yes, I don't want to give him all the hype before Nagoto says.
Exactly. That's where I'm going.
I don't want to give him all the PR because he will say, hey, this is Dave player. You understand? But I think this guy has the potential. Like, this guy is good. A player that doesn't have that height, but yet scores headers. He scored over 7 goals with headers last season.
Okay.
A player that can score from tight spaces, that makes key passes. Bro, what can that guy not do? He was one of, in fact, I say the most important player for Leicester City last season. The guy can dribble. If he's dribble, he can dribble. We missed that dribbling midfielder in the person of Matthew Kovacic.
Yeah.
Yes, we missed that dribbling midfielder. We needed the midfielder that could carry the ball
and be very flexible.
Yeah, and be very flexible. Now the stiffness in Chelsea midfield now will be solved with this guy. I know what I'm saying. Unless it turns out maybe something else happened, maybe this guy not perform well. But I'm saying with the potential and what I've seen with this guy, we signed a gem.
Okay, but is it going to be a tough one for Enzo Fernandez?
I was even thinking about Gallagher. To be honest with you, I was thinking about Gallagher because I think there's nothing. See, this guy.
Do you know that this guy have kind of similarity with Enzo Fernandez?
I liken out to Odegaard self. I feel like we signed a mini Odegaard. Seriously. I make a no help him again.
It's okay. Let's go into details. You guys can drop your opinion and thoughts towards it, concerning what Dave has said on this KDH deal. Then moving further, I know your ears are on the ground.
Yeah.
And you have been hearing about this Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is one player that we have already concluded that Chelsea has backed out. But remember, there's one thing we always say in the studio here. We say that until it is over, it is not over. We can be saying that Chelsea has backed out from signing this particular player. Before you know, now they'll reignite this thing again. Interest again. So this Alexander Isak, looking at the fee, and Chelsea still hitting their head on the ground for this guy. Do you see any difference between this guy and Nicholas Jackson?
First of all, I like the way Chelsea is doing this business now, this market and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because if it was Chelsea of last season, I'm sure
Chelsea will hit the ground for this guy immediately.
If I don't pay the money. But you know one thing that I see, Isak is a good player. I won't take it from him.
Yeah.
He's a very good player. But you know, the valuation of 100 million and stuff like that, I keep saying it, don't overhype all these players. Don't overvalue them for what they are not worth for. I don't know if you're getting where I'm going to. Isak is a good player, but it's not worth the £100 million that Newcastle are putting up for him. And it's an indication that even Newcastle don't want to sell. And if they will actually sell, you have to bring up a fee that is big or high that will make them to be able to sell this. Okay, we can part way with Isak.
Okay.
Remember that I think that was his first or second season, if I'm not mistaken, for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And Newcastle will not want to let him go.
Exactly.
like
yeah.
that. Understand? For me, I keep saying it that we don't even need Isak. We don't need Isak. I think Chelsea should just maybe go for Jonathan Davis. Just get David and we are fine in every aspect.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with Chelsea having 3 strikers this coming season. Just get Jonathan David for us. Pair him up with Jackson and McGui. That is all I need. There's some games plenty next season.
Exactly.
We are playing the FA Cup, we are playing the Europa League, we are playing the Conference League, we are playing Premier League, we are playing Carabao Cup. Club World Cup still they come, say.
Exactly.
So games plenty. Everybody will surely have a chance to prove themselves.
Exactly.
You understand? So get Jonathan Davis for me. Forget about Isak.
Okay. I guess you watched the Spain game yesterday.
Yeah.
And you watched this guy, Nico Williams. Now you see a reason why we are sticking our head on this guy, and yet the board is not even looking towards that direction, considering the wages and the price tag on his head. Do you think Chelsea should just remove our eye from that area?
If you're talking about Nico Williams, and now we bring talk. Because Nico Williams is one player that I can bank on. I said this guy is going to perform.
Exactly.
You understand? He's going to play very well if he comes to Chelsea. I think yesterday when I watched him, I was like, oh more to say Chelsea, they should just sign this guy since.
Exactly.
Because as it is now, the more he's performing, the more he's doing well, the price tag will increase. You understand? Before it was not just 40-something million. Now Atletico Bilbao added to 50-something. Before the end of these Euros, if possible, because Spain is looking like one of the favorites to win the Euros. If they actually win it, then you should be sure of Nico Williams be priced for 80-something, 70-something. You understand? So if personally, if I was part of the Chelsea board, let's go ask for this guy. Let's spend the money. We are also selling too, so we are gaining. So let's just spend the money and bring a player. Nico Williams is a very fantastic player that can play both as a left winger and as a right winger. So that kind of players are rare.
Okay.
You don't see much of those players that can play the 2 wings. Let's look for where and buy him and bring him in. Guy the ball.
Talking about you said something, left winger and right winger. Now let's do some educative part of football right now. You know that this left and right, there's some people that don't understand how this thing works. You know that when they say a left winger means that he's a left-footed player and plays in the left wing. And when they say he's a right winger, he's a right-footed player and plays in the right wing. Can we do some educative stuff on that area?
Well, okay. Then I'll just put in something like an example. Looking at Kopama, for example. Kopama played more as a right winger last season. And we all know that Kopama...
He's a right winger. He plays right. He plays as a right winger.
Yes. But he's a left-footed player.
Exactly.
So what do you make out of it? If you are a right winger, it simply means that you are more of a left-footed player. Even on Madueke also, he's a left-footed player, but he plays on the right wing.
Omari Hutchinson,
the same thing.
Left-footed player.
Sometimes it could be that most players are gifted; they can use their 2 foot very well, and it just makes them feel like, okay, I can play
both left and right.
Apart from that, some players are good at their 2 foot, but yet they choose to play as a right winger or probably as a left winger. You understand? So the thing there is that the way football was wired, if you are a left footer, you should be able to play on the right wing. Because so that you can be able to, cut in and then, make
use your left.
Even you see that with Saka a lot of times.
Yes.
And Saka uses his left foot. He's a left footer.
The same thing. Mudryk, you know that when Mudryk playing as a left, they think he's a left footer. They don't know that he's a right footer.
Mudryk is 2-footed.
He's 2-footed, but
it's more of the right.
It's
more of the right foot.
So that is it. So don't get things twisted. You understand? So get it right. For now, what are we looking for? Right-footed player.
No, I like the fact that we are getting left-footed players. And
we have left-footed players.
I know, but in the area of the midfield position, I love. That's why it takes me back to KDH. Takes back to KDH. It's a very good addition for Chelsea, but may no come like drink water.
We'll drink them off. All right. We'll come back again, and this time that we'll come back to discuss about Chelsea. We are going to be talking about the preseason games.
Okay.
We'll be talking about the preseason games because there's some people that don't know when the preseason will be starting. So we'll come back here. I'll give you the dates. We'll tell you the club that we are playing, and also make some, make some analysis on those games. But for now, do it to like, share, subscribe, follow this page, because on this space
we give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone.
Thank you very much. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.